Happy Love Day. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful sunshiny Wednesday. It happens to be Ash Wednesday also, so I hope you're being mindful. And it's time for our after work story. Let's see what we have here. Because Claudette. Oh, is this Claudette Colvin, the young lady who refused to give up her seat? Because of 15-year-old Claudette Colvin's brave stand against injustice, history was transformed. Beautiful. Yeah, we think Rosa Parks was the first one. This is a New York Times bestselling author work, Tracy Baptiste, and illustrated by Tanya Engel. Let's dive in. Beautiful blue. Oh, these illustrations are gorgeous. Look like she used watercolor. And the gold green bus. I use this as an acrostic a lot of times for the bass clef for students to remember the notes on the staff. Green or gold, right? The Montgomery bus boycott. The colors green or gold, that's G. Green gold buses drive fast always. What's the name of the note on the first line in the bass clef? G. What about the second line? B. Green buses, gold buses. Drive is the third line. D. Fast, fourth line, and A is the fifth line. I'm just saying that's the easy way. But anyway, I love gold buses, school buses, or any type of transportation like that color. Okay, because 15-year-old Claudette Colvin didn't give up her seat on the bus for a white person on March 2nd, 1955. So we're coming up on an anniversary in a few weeks. It's not quite 70 years, 69 years. Yeah. She was arrested, 15 years old, March 2nd, 1955. 15. Because she was arrested, her parents asked a lawyer named Fred Gray for help. Mr. Gray wanted to know about Claudette, so he asked fellow activist Rosa Parks to meet with her. Look at this. Because Mrs. Parks was a member of the civil rights group for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, she invited Claudette to one of their youth meetings. Claudette liked the meetings and kept going. Right? Rosa Parks took a stand, was that what, December 5th? Was that 1955? So 9 months afterwards? Let's look at this. Some nights the meetings ran late. When that happened, Claudette stayed at Mrs. Parks' home. Claudette chatted while Mrs. Parks sewed, and the two became friends. Remember the beautiful story yesterday of Ann Lowe? Oh, her designs, how she made Jackie Bouvet Kennedy's wedding dress. But this is a more up-to-date sewing machine because Ann Lowe was born in 1898. Lived, I think, like 82 years. But she still was making beautiful dresses all the way up to the age of, I believe, 74. That's when she retired. Even though she had glaucoma surgery and cataracts, she just kept on pushing. And it said at one point she was almost blind, but she still could sew and design clothes through feel. Doesn't that remind you of someone else who lost their hearing, but they still were able to compose music? Yeah, Ludwig van Beethoven. He was able to still create masterpieces. Okay, this was a good thing because Claudette's classmates were upset with her for causing trouble, and Claudette found herself more and more alone. Are you kidding me? taking a stand. All that courage. I didn't know that they befriended one another. I didn't know that. This is really good history, Black history. Now look at this. But Claudette wasn't alone. No, she wasn't. Because she had studied Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass at school. She learned how they worked hard and caused trouble so Black people would be treated fairly. Get a good type of trouble John Lewis talked about. Make sure that if you're going to be in trouble, make sure it's for a worthy cause. And you keep your integrity and you keep your head up high. Hold your head up high. Tennessee, Alabama, Birmingham, Selma, Montgomery. People had enough of the unfair bus laws. So many came to Montgomery, Alabama to talk about what they could do. Because the meetings were organized by churches, many preachers came too. One was a relatively unknown young preacher named Martin Luther King Jr. Because Dr. King was an electric speaker, he got people excited to take action. They decided on a bus boycott. Professor Joanne Robinson was ready to organize it. A year before, she had tried and failed to get W.A. Gale, the mayor of Montgomery, to change the bus law. Because churches could pass out flyers on Sunday, the boycott was planned for Monday, December 5th, 1955. Yep. Day after my mom's birthday. It'll be 22 years afterwards. How about that? And speaking of Dr. King, like I said, we're still remembering that family, how the family lost their youngest brother, Dexter King, recently to prostate cancer. When the boycott began, many people needed to travel far, so car rides were arranged because there were not enough cars for everyone. A lot of people walked. As shoes got worn down, people all over the country sent donations. That's right. And I think about this when I walk home and walk to work. And I think about my ancestors. They might have been tired, but they persevered. Because Mayor Gale still refused to change the law, Fred Gray challenged it in court. Because Claudette was impressive and engaging, Mr. Gray asked her to be the final witness on the stand. Claudette was so convincing, the judges ordered a change to the bus law. When the city and the state refused to follow the court's orders, the boycott went on for many more months. The case then went to the Alabama Supreme Court. Those judges agreed the bus laws needed to be changed. Mayor Gale challenged the ruling again, but the court forced him to comply. Because of that, on December 20th, 1956, a whole year, a few weeks afterwards, the bus boycott ended. Right before Christmas. My mom just had my brother, 1956. He was 3 months old. Wow. In the midst of it. On December 21st, 1956, anyone could sit wherever they liked on the bus. That's how it should have been in the first place. How about that? Look at these beautiful illustrations. And all of it happened because of Claudette. Beautiful. Tracy Baptiste is the New York Times bestselling author of Minecraft, The Crash, as well as the creepy Caribbean series, The Jumbies. She's a former elementary teacher. Tracy does numerous author visits and is on the faculty at Lesley University's Creative Writing MFA program. And the illustrator, Tanya Engel, is an artist who has had studios in New York, Paris, Austin, and Houston, where she lives now. She is just great. She is also the illustrator of My Hair is Magic, a biography, a picture book biography about Maya Angelou. Great job, ladies. Let's take courage. Let's know that it doesn't matter your age, whether you're 15 or 95, we still can take a stand and love.